Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 26th December Monday. This is the Banknifty 15-minute chart that I have. First we'll see what happened on Friday. Friday was a beautiful move. This was our 15-minute intraday chart that we keep marking the levels. We had this blue zone, the gap that was marked, right? This gap fill was expected, and the moment we got a gap down, we were expecting a pullback. Though it came in the first candle, we were not able to short right over here 42,200 because on the first candle itself we touched this level. But later on, when the day's low broke, we were able to take a shot and kind of trade until this gap fill. This was kind of obvious that if we come down, this gap would get filled in Bank Nifty, and the same thing even happened on the Nifty chart. Now if I go to the Nifty chart, we had this gap that was marked. Now on this 15-minute chart, if I zoom out, this was the gap between 17,800 and 17,900, and exactly we filled the gap and halted here. Now how we can trade tomorrow, we're going to be seeing that. First we'll start off with the Bank Nifty. See, once this gap fill is done, right, usually what happens after a gap fill, let's go with the daily chart. So this is the daily chart of Bank Nifty. And how the market is moving so far is it's in a downtrend, a short-term downtrend. We came down, went higher, came down. Now probably we might come to make a lower high, and then we might come down, or we might make a new higher low and go up. That we'll have to see whether it's going to go further down or further up. But a small bounce on Monday is what I'm expecting, and that could be tradable. We'll see that on the 15-minute chart. This is a 15-minute chart, and I'm going to get, since this gap is filled, I'm going to leave the gap for today. Now the other developing chart pattern that I want to show is kind of this chart pattern, which is an ending diagonal triangle. It's not a perfect triangle, but it kind of fits into that ending diagonal triangle kind of a scenario, because usually when this ending diagonal comes is after a nice fall, right? 1 2 3 4 5 on the fifth wave, and that is where we are seeing this now. My view is, if so, we could be making something like this, and this is completed, and we could get a move on the upside on Monday, probably until 42,200 or 42,300 or 42,600. Any of these levels we might retrace on the upside. That is my view. That's what I'm expecting. And when this will fail, like whatever I've marked, right, let me just mark it in a more cleaner way. See, whatever this ending diagonal triangle that I'm trying to mark, this will fail if, say, we break this low again. See, the low that we made is, this is a very good support now, 41,630 or 41,600, right? So if this 41,600 tomorrow by in intraday or whatever time we break this, right, then the next target is 41,300 itself. This up move will fail if this low breaks. If, say, we get a small gap up or something and we are hovering and then we start moving higher, then the first target is 41,900. We could take resistance around this 41,900 level. If that is broken, then the next target is 42,200, and there is some small gap over here that can possibly get filled tomorrow. I'm going to mark that. That is this gap down that we had. See, these gaps beautifully act as support and resistance, so it's very important to have them marked in your chart. So either this lower gap boundary of 42,200 can act as a good target on the upside, and 42,300. And this up move might not be an up move where we are going to make a new high or the fall is done and the market is going to go really high. This is just a small retracement that I'm expecting. Probably we might come to make a lower high and come down again. So, but for Monday we'll look for a trade on the long side, and that long side trade will fail if we are trading below the previous day low, that is 41,600. If that breaks, we will try to aim for 41,330. And how I'm getting these levels is all from the previous price action. See, here is where we had twice we had support. This can again act as a support. Even if 41,300 breaks, then the next target would be over here on the downside. at about 41,100. And if you see the global market, right, on Friday the US market ended in green, so is the Europe markets, and that is putting us in a small gap up situation, that is about 36 points. So not sure how it will change on Monday. We'll have to wait and see on Monday morning whether we're going to get a gap up. If we get a gap up as for what it is, right, the best thing to do is wait for some kind of a pullback and then see if we can trade on the long side. That would be a much better trade. And the link is there in the description for this Cosmofeed group. You can join. I keep putting some analysis like this throughout the day whenever possible. And the same ending diagonal pattern is also seen in Nifty. Now if I go to the Nifty 15-minute chart, this is the 15-minute chart in Nifty, right? So let's mark this gap from here. So even in Nifty we have this type of a similar pattern. Now what is this pattern? You can look it up in Google, or there is a video of all the chart patterns in my channel. You can watch. It's called EDD, ending diagonal triangle. It comes part of the, it's part of the Elliott waves, where we're kind of making this 1, 2, 4, maybe, right? Maybe it could, it's this waves and all are not always 100% correct, but so again in Nifty, when we get a gap up, wait for some kind of a pullback, and we can have targets of 17,960, and then the next target is 18,036, right, on the upside. And again this up move might fail if this previous day low breaks. If in case we start trading below 17,800, then yeah, the next target is 17,720 and 17,650. See, so far in this fall, right, whatever we have analyzed has worked. The kind of trade plan that we have had did work in both Nifty and Banknifty. Kind of worked beautifully, especially from this kind of this head and shoulder breakdown right at the top. It started, right? After that everything has been good. So let's see how it goes tomorrow and hope we can make some money. See, it's just a small bounce that I'm expecting to make a lower high. Okay, lower high meaning as per the Dow theory, right? The market always goes like this down. So that's what I'm expecting. Not a very big retracement on the upside. So we'll not wait for, we'll not keep big targets on the upside. Probably the first target can be 41,900 and 42,200 and 42,366. We need to have this gap marked. So that's it for tomorrow, and hope we can make some money tomorrow.